Absolutely, this deal is riskier than others. But let me just start by saying any money that you ever put into a syndication, you must be prepared to lose every dime. That's very important for you to understand that. Yeah. You would never, ever put money in any deal. I don't care if it's a stock market. I don't care if it's if it's fine wines, if it's artwork, if it's classic vehicles, if it's real estate. You would never put money in that's going to be catastrophic to your financial well-being if you lost every dime, because that's the risk. Now, the way that you would do due diligence on a deal is, number one, the key principle. Do you want to, your due diligence should be on that person. What's their track record? One of the key questions you can always ask: how much is the key principal, KP, sponsor, whatever you want to call it, how much is he putting in the deal? Because if he's not putting any money in the deal and he's only earning his piece of the deal, because quite frankly, the KP and the whole GP team, general partnership team, they earn a 30% piece of the pie in the example of the deal that I shared with you, Andy. So they're earning 30% for having found the deal, negotiated the deal, doing the due diligence, both financial and physical and legal on the deal, by negotiating a retrade if necessary because it wasn't represented as originally thought. All those things, negotiating with the attorneys and taking them in, negotiating with the management company, getting the deal put together earns them a piece of the pie. So they don't have to put money in the deal. But if someone's got the net worth equal to the loan amount and liquidity, post-closing liquidity amount equal to 9 months worth of principal and interest payments, do you think they're fairly high net worth individuals? Yeah, they are. So do you think they can afford to put 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 into their own deal? Of course they can. And if it's a good enough deal for you, Andy Arntz, is it a good enough deal for them as well? It should be, absolutely. We call it eating our own cooking, right? It's very important that if I'm the chef and I'm not willing to take a bite of my own food, then there's a problem, right? That's really the temperature gauge I use before, because I'm an LP, and that's what you would be, and many people, limited partner in many people's deals. It's a passive investment for me, and when I do my due diligence on that deal, I'm looking at track record and I'm wondering how much money that they put into the deal themselves. And not just the sponsor, not just the key principal, but the whole GP team. If the GP team is 5 individuals, I want to know if all 5 of those are putting money in the deal. And sometimes some of those people that are on the GP team, maybe they found the deal, but they're not an accredited investor yet. There may be a logical explanation as to why they're not putting $100,000 in. They may not have it. They're coming up. They're earning their way into the business, right? But there's enough people on that team represented that there should be some money on that team going into the deal. And just using that one deal as an example, our team is putting $500,000 of the $6.5 million raise. $500,000 is going in from the team. So just those are the key questions that if you say, who's the sponsor, what's their track record, can I see their resume? And my resume is part of our slide presentation, shows all the properties that we have and the deals that we've done and acquisitions and things that we've disposed of as well. And then the other thing is how much money they put in the deal. It's not a tough question.
Can a foreign investor get involved in this deal like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
They can. And I'll be honest with you, I have many student friends that are utilizing, as well as the real estate school that I attended, that I'm still very tight knit with. They would walk me through that process. I have not had a foreign investor in my deal, but I know that it's very, very common for them.